Alkanes are hydrocarbons. Carbon atoms in alkanes are held together by single bonds. The general formula for alkanes is CnH2n plus 2, N meaning the number of carbon atoms, which means the number of hydrogen atoms in an alkane is 2 times the number of a carbon atom plus 2. An example of an alkane is paraffin, which is used for making wax candles. Alkenes are hydrocarbons that contain only carbon and hydrogen. Their general formula is Cn and H2n, which means the number of hydrogen atoms is equals to 2 times the number of carbon atoms. An example of an alkene is ethene. Ethene is used for many products, including textiles. Alkynes are organic compounds composed of functional group carbon triple bonds. They are unsaturated hydrocarbons, and their general formula is CnH2n minus 2. An example of an object containing alkynes are PVC pipes. PVC pipes use vinyl chloride, which is an alkyne. Arenes are hydrocarbons with alternating double and single bonds, which create a ring-like structure. A common arene is benzene, which is commonly used to make plastics. Halides are binary chemical compounds, which contain a halogen atom. Their general formula is CnH2n plus 1x, where x is the halogen atom. Examples of halide compounds are pesticides. They contain chlordane, which are halides. This is an example of a pesticide, which contains chlordane. Alcohols are compounds which contain two carbons and an oxygen. At the ends of its carbon-2 chains is a hydroxyl group, or OH. The general formula for alcohols is C2H5OH. An example of an alcohol is ethanol. Ethanol is an alcohol compound used to make alcoholic beverages and rubbing alcohol, like this one. Ethers are organic compounds that contain oxygen between two alkyl groups or aryl groups. An example of an ether is polyethylene glycol, which is used in toothpaste as a lubricant substance. This is an example of toothpaste. Sulfides. Sulfides are ionic compounds containing negatively charged sulfide ions. An example of a sulfide is sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide is a compound used in the process of making pulp for paper. This is an example of paper in a book. Thiols are organosulfur compounds which contain an alkyl and a sulfidyl group in its structure. Thiols, like propane thiol, are compounds most commonly responsible for producing odors in allium vegetables, like garlic and onion. Amines are compounds which contain a basic nitrogen atom with a lone pair in their structure. Amines, like acetaminophenes, are contained within drugs like paracetamol or painkillers. Nitriles are organic compounds which have a molecular structure which contains a cyano group that is attached to a carbon atom. Uses for nitriles include making nitrile or nitrile butadiene gloves, which are used for healthcare, culinary, and automotive activities, and other activities which include handling of hazardous materials. Aldehydes are organic compounds in which carbon atoms share a double bond with an oxygen atom and a single bond with a hydrogen atom. Aldehydes, like 2-methylondecan, are found in perfumes. This compound contributes to providing perfumes their scent. Ketones are organic compounds characterized by the presence of a carbonyl group, which are carbon atoms covalently bonded to an oxygen atom. An example of a ketone is propanone, or otherwise known as acetone, which is commonly used to remove nail polish. Carboxylic acids are organic compounds in which a carbon atom is bonded to an oxygen atom via double or covalent bond. A well-known carboxylic acid is called lactic acid, which is found in milk. Esters are organic compounds that react with water to produce alcohols and acids. Diethyl phthalate is an ester compound used for, most commonly, aerosols or aerosol sprays. Amides are usually organic compounds that contain an alkyl group linked to a nitrogen atom. Amides, like acetaminophen, are commonly found in pain relievers. Carboxylic acid halides are carboxylic acids which contain a halide group in place of the normal hydroxyl group commonly found in normal carboxylic acids. Adipoyl chloride is a carboxylic acid halide used for, commonly, creating polyester. Carboxylic acid anhydrides are formed from the dehydration reaction of two carboxylic acid groups. Acetylsalicylic acid is a carboxylic acid anhydride commonly used for aspirin.